All right. Welcome, everybody. It's a great night here for hockey in Troy, Ohio. We're here at the historic Hobart Arena in beautiful downtown Troy, Ohio. And my name is Brian Spirito. I'll be announcing for you tonight. And we are welcoming in Bishop Watterson, who's coming over from the Columbus area to play the Troy Trojans. Kids are getting ready to take the ice, and we will be getting started here in just a few minutes. Share a little bit about the Troy Trojans. They are currently on their league schedule 4-0, so a winning record there for the league, and then also for non-league they're 12-3-1, so that counts their tournaments and non-league games. One thing notable tonight, Ethan Beidel is returning to the lineup after that hand injury that he sustained during the preseason games here at the Hobart Arena on the Zamboni doors, and so he's on his way back in tonight, and we want to welcome him back. He's been skating practices the last few weeks, he's ready to jump back into it. As we go down your Troy Trojans lineup, we have number 4, Cooper Sexton, captain. He's a forward, he's a senior. Brady Smith, captain, number 8, forward, he's a senior. Eli Winning, assistant captain, number 24, forward, junior. And Eli Winning is still coming back from injury, so he will not be skating tonight. And also we have assistant captain Luke Harris, number 7, defense, junior. And through our lineup, Anthony Scalise, number 27, forward, a junior. Kyle McGurk, number 9, forward, a junior. Kyle McGurk will be not playing tonight. He's still recovering from a wrist injury, and we're hoping to have him back in January. Ethan Beidel joins the lineup again tonight, number 10, forward, a junior. Carson Smith, number 16, forward, junior. Will Barnes, number 25, forward, junior. Carson Sentman, number 2, forward, sophomore. Andrew Condi, number 12, defense, senior. Anthony Spirito, number 15, defense, sophomore. Tristan Tidwell, number 28, defense, sophomore. Perry Schweitzer, number 21, defense, freshman. Between the pipes, we have Brayson Staten, number 1, he's a junior. And Tristan Miramontes, number 35, who's a sophomore. And then also, I forgot to mention, I forgot to scratch him back into the lineup here, but number 14, Ian Francis Knott. He is also a junior and a forward. So looking back, last weekend was the Miami Freeze tournament, and the Troy Trojans came out victorious in that one. And exciting time there. Watched them play 4 games last weekend and do well in each one of them. The Trojans are taking the ice. While everyone's warming up, we'll take a quick look at the NHL. The score is currently going up for today. Let's see. Had a final. The Montreal Canadiens 4-0 over the Panthers. In progress, Edmonton Oilers 3-2 over the Kings. See the Flyers 1-0 over the Ducks. That's in both those in the second period. Also in the second period, the Kraken are losing 1-3 to the Canucks. Coming up at 7, the Blue Jackets take on the Bruins. The Devils will be at Carolina Hurricanes. Capitals will be at Toronto Maple Leafs. The Rangers will be against the Lightning. Senators versus the Jets. 7:30, the Penguins and the Islanders. 10 o'clock, the Flames and the Sharks. That'll round up our night. So the team the Trojans are going against is Bishop Watterson. They're based out of Columbus. These teams faced off against each other back at the Columbus Fairgrounds at the Taft Coliseum a couple of weeks back. look through my score sheets here and see if I can find that one. Looks like the score last time was 7-4 in favor of the Trojans. If I remember correctly, that game was a fairly gentlemanly game. Not a lot of penalties, not a lot of rough stuff. So hopefully the boys all take that to heart and play a good, clean game today. And again, we want to say welcome back to Ethan Beidel, number 10, who's back on the team and well, always been on the team, but back on the ice after having a bit of a disagreement with the Zamboni doors back during the preseason game. I also didn't mention, but head coach for the Troy Trojans is Preston Howells, and assistant coach is Lee Underwood. I want to thank them for all their sacrifices they make for these boys, coaching them and guiding them as young men and teaching them well. So thank you again to the coaches. So when we think back through the Troy Trojans season, we've seen a season with a number of injuries. Ethan Beidel sustaining that first injury to his right hand back during the second game that they played that was a preseason game here at Hobart, and got his finger pinched in the Zamboni door. And then we saw another injury where Kyle McGurk sustained a wrist injury running into the wall on the way into the penalty box and resulted in a broken wrist. Had Perry Schweitzer, who had a shoulder injury to a ligament. And he's been back on the ice now for a week or two. We also had Eli Wenning, who sustained a hand injury and a small bone fracture, and he's not back yet, but he's looking to recover and be back soon. So the Trojans had a number of games where they've been a bit short-handed due to injuries, but on their way back to full strength. It's always too hot out of the thermos, so I brought this to help it cool off so I can actually drink it. All right, counting down 30 seconds, and kids are starting to round up the pucks. So we should be getting started here in just about 2-3 minutes with the national anthem and announcement of the starting players. The Troy Boosters would like to thank all of our sponsors here that help make hockey possible here in Troy. Never an easy sport from an economic perspective, and our Troy Boosters do a great job at drawing together sponsors and doing fundraisers and everything, and we really appreciate all the sponsors, all the Trojan parents, the Troy Boosters, and everything they do to keep hockey alive here in Hobart Arena. Brady Smith had his stick down his shirt trying to scratch his back, it looked like. Coached by Preston Howes and assistant coach Lee Underwood. right, we're about ready to get started.
And finally, we'd like to remind you that the athletes in this competition are friendly rivals. While play may be extremely competitive, all attendees tonight are reminded that this is a game between young men, and that sporting behavior and good sportsmanship is expected by all attendees. Please get from young men in play, let the officials officiate, and let you as spectators be positive. We'd like to go to
All right, everybody's coming out to line up. Puck drop here momentarily. Brady Smith is playing center to take the face-off. Scalise and Harris are out on wing. And Condi and Sexton are on defense. Tristan Miramontes is between the pipes. "15 minutes on the clock. Time for puck drop. Smith chips it out to the boards and Harris grabs it. Watterson drives into the Trojan zone, but they clear the zone. Smith pulls it back, chips it forward for Harris. Trojans had it in the zone, lost control of it. Watterson, number 8's on the drive. It was shot high. Puck goes out to the corner. Trojans clear it. Sexton got it deep in the zone. They're trying to get centered up. Sexton gets tackled. Smith's taking a bit of slashing in the corner. Condi controlled it at the blue line, sent it forward. Smith backhands it in. Carson Smith centered it up. Harris chipped it into the corner. Condi's coming over to pick it up on the boards. Oh, I'm sorry, that was Carson Smith. Trojans keep it deep. Harris sends it back to Condi at the blue line. Condi launches it. Gets a little bit wide to the left and deflected over to the corner. Watterson gets control and they clear the zone. Sexton drives it back in. All the Trojans tag up. Do a line change. Ice is deep in the Trojan zone. We'll face off down at Watterson. Ian Francis not lining up to take the face-off. Ethan Beidle and Carson Smith out on wing. That's Sexton and Spirito on D. Back to Sexton. He one-timers it, a little bit wide. Spirito tries to keep it in, drops it. Sends it back deep. Nope, up and out of play. Face off here in the neutral zone. Ian Francis not takes that face off. Gonna bring it back to the center ice. Brady Smith to take the face-off. Scalise and Harris on wing. Spirito and Sexton on defense. Chipped it back to... Okay, Harris clears the zone. Smith's way ahead. Scalise going for it. Sexton grabs a hold, holds it in the neutral ice so everybody tags up. Now they're tagged up. He's going to chip it. He takes it back behind the Trojan net. Sends it around the boards to Scalise. Scalise clears the zone, but Bishop Watterson picks it up, dumps it back deep. Goes around the corner. Spirito's going to pick it up. He picks it up, sends it out. Watterson gets hold of it. Spirito chips it on out and clears the zone. Harris takes the opportunity, tried to drive it through. It's up for anybody here in the neutral ice. Sexton takes it in. Harris comes away with it, trying to center it up. Gets pushed up to the boards. And Sexton comes in, takes the puck, takes a hit. Back to Harris. Harris trying to pick it up from under the official's feet. Spirito goes in for it, ends up slipping down. Watterson takes it across the neutral ice. Chips it up for a bouncing one. It bounced up in there to Miramontes. He gets control of it. They blow the whistle. 11:23 in the first period. Shots on goal is 0 for Troy Trojans, 1 for Bishop Watterson. It's 11:23 on the clock. Francis Knott takes the face-off. Watterson pulls it away to their defense. They dump it down deep. Trojans clear the zone. Francis Knott with breakaway, shoots it. Deflected off the leg pads. They send it down and Sexton picks it up, holds it, chips it across. Carson Smith working to free it up. Big fight there on the boards, trying to get that puck out. Watterson brings it out. It's on center, it's centered up, but Watterson clears the zone, heads down deep into the Trojan zone. Gonna be icing. Brady Smith for the face-off. Harrison Scalise on wing. Condi and Sexton on defense. Watterson sends it around the boards, and Condi keeps it deep. Working to center it up. Harris is pulling it behind their net. Sends it out in front to try to create an opportunity, but it got loose. Watterson got it. Watterson dumps it in deep. Miramontes stops it, sends it out to the corner. Condi flips it up the boards. Harris picks it up, centers it up. Here's a good chance. Brady Smith pulling it over, shot. It's stopped by Watterson's goalie. Caught it up in the leg pads. Great effort there by the Trojans. So shots on goal now, I believe, should be 2-1. Still 1-1 on the board, but I think that's actually 2. 10:04 here in the first period. Another shot there. So clean game so far, no score, but no penalties either. Watterson centers it up, Sexton gets it, sends it back across, Brady Smith picks it up, drives it out through neutral ice, takes a collision. It's definitely another call ought to be there. So Watterson will take a penalty. 2 different infractions happened there, but only one's getting the call. So number 12 from Bishop Watterson is going in the box. So Trojans on a power play. This penalty comes at 9:47. So Trojans on a power play. Puck comes loose. Smith sends it back to Sexton. Sexton across to Carson Smith. Carson Smith lost it a little bit. Brady Smith picks it up, sends it across center. And here's the one-timer. Oh, gets caught up in the traffic. Sexton across to Smith. Smith to Harris. Winded up behind the goal. Sexton picks it up at the wall. Sexton ends up all the way up in the corner, fighting for it. Sexton kicks it loose to Ian. Across the center. Ends up the goal. Sexton working to center it up again. Sends it across. Watterson clears the zone. Miramontes comes out of the goal to get it. Passes it off to Brady Smith. Brady Smith brings it behind the goal. Drives forward with some speed. Sexton centered it out there. Oh, and Smith kept it in with his skate. He sends it down deep to the corner. Watterson goes and clears the zone again. Stopped up in the corner. Miramontes lets him pick it up. He sends it across ice to Ian Francis Knott. Knott drives it into the zone. Sends it back to Sexton. Sexton trying to get it. It's up in the skates of Watterson. And back to Miramontes again. He chips it out for Brady Smith to pick it up. Smith sends it across to Sexton. Sexton corners it into the zone. Watterson's made this a hard penalty, or a hard opportunity for the Trojans. Carson Smith takes it in, sends it down to the corner and around the boards. Francis Knott gets over to the boards to get it, and clear it again. End of the penalty. So score still 0-0. Sexton fighting for it. Watterson had it headed toward the goal. Miramontes had to reach out and had to come out and chip it away. Beidle's out there in the corner working it out. Takes a bit of a hit. Watterson sends it. It's high and wide. Watterson sends it back behind Trojan net again. Sexton picks it up. He's just going to drive with it. Goes across neutral ice. Takes a trip. No call. Not called. Not called. Now Watterson comes away with it. Scalise is coming out trying to... Shot blocked by Miramontes. All right, 6:43 in the first period. Still a 0-0 game. Shots on goal is 4-2, at least on the board. I think the Trojans have one more than what they got credited for, but... Back to Watterson. They send it up to Miramontes again. He deflects it out to the boards. Then Brady Smith gets a little breakaway. Backhands it across. Hits the glass. Condi keeps it in, sends it towards center. Oh, shot. Oh, that shot came fast. Got past Miramontes on that one, so that score comes at 6:17 in the period. That was a bit of a surprise. Happened real quick, so Troy Trojans going to need to recover from that one-goal deficit. Shots on goal now stands at 4-4 on the board. That goal was number 71 from 47. Harris centered it up right in front of the goal, but nobody was able to get their stick quite on it. Sexton goes in deep, coming in, backhands in, it's scored. All right, they answered that one quick. That goal comes at 6:01. So now tie game at 1-1 with 6:01 in the first period.
Goal for the Troy Trojans, Cooper Sexton, and assistant.
All right, what an exciting game. Ian Francis Knott's going to take the face off. He's got Carson Smith on wing, as well as Ethan Beidle. And Spirito and Condi are out on defense. Smith centered it up, tried to put it on net. It was a little bit to the left. Beidle's out there at center ice, or at the center of the crease, trying to get an opportunity. They chip it back. Condi's going to pick it up. He's going to run it around behind the Trojans' goal. Sends it up the boards to Carson Smith. Watterson picks it up at the blue line. Condi chips it back again. Carson Smith launches it across. Going to be an icing call. At 5:14 in the first period, they'll pull it back to the Trojan end. Face off in the left circle. Now Brady Smith will take this face off. Harrison, I believe, Scalise out on wing. Sexton and Condi on defense. Sexton picks it up behind the goal. Tries to send it around the boards. Picks it up anyway. Sends it on across to Brady Smith. That's Carson Sentman on wing. Got away with a bit of a cross check. Oh, and there's a shot on goal. Watterson picks it up. Watterson has it in the corner. They center it out. He's there for it. No ice. Watterson brings it behind their goal and drives up the center. Harris working to put pressure on, forces him to give it up. Condi picks it up, takes it back across the neutral ice. Sexton chips it up now to play. All right, Trojans change up the lines. 4:06 in the first period. Shots on goal 6-5. Score is 1-1. All right, Francis Knott took that face off. Spirito and Sexton on defense. Ethan Beidle, Ian Francis Knott, Carson Smith out on offense. Beidle fighting for it in the corner. He sends it out. Watterson keeps it in. They send it toward the net. Sexton grabbed it, laid it down, and sent it deep. Beidle and Francis Knott up on the forecheck. Spirito gets it, draws it, sends it on across to Francis Knott. He gets it into the zone, but Watterson clears it again. Kind of back and forth on that blue line a couple of times. Watterson drives it. With a shot high and wide. Sexton laid the hit rather than hit the puck and sends it out to Watterson. Gets a hold of it again, but dumped it in deep. Sexton sends it out across. It's off the skates of Ian Francis Knott. Carson Smith takes it in, takes a shot a little wide to the left, now to the right of the goalie. Free puck. And Watterson just dumps it. It'll be an icing call, so that'll bring it back down to the Watterson end with 2:43 in the first period. Shots on goal showing is 6-5. As I said before, I think there was one early on that did not get counted, at least not on the board. Brady Smith lining up for the face-off, and Anthony Scalise and Luke Harris out on wing, Spirito and Sexton on defense. And there's a shot, deflected off leg pads. Harris working out of the corner. He tries to center it up, but Watterson intercepts it. Watterson going, shot, high. And rebounded off the glass in front of the net, but Watterson couldn't quite get there. They dump it back to the corner. Spirito going in for it. Brady Smith sends it around the boards, get picked up by Scalise. Scalise sends it forward. It's gone down in the deep in the zone. Harris grabs it, tries to pull it, centers it up. Oh, Smith was there, but Watterson intercepted it. Right here's again. Nope, Watterson intercepted that one again. Sexton drives in. Watterson comes out. The Spirit is on his own back there until Harris catches up. Miramontes blocks that one. Shots on goal on the board showing 6-6. I believe it's 8-6, but Spirito picks it up, sends it up the boards. There, they clear the zone. Watterson picks it up. Trojans take that opportunity for a line change, and they're leaving a little short out there. Miramontes is on it, though. Block that shot. Shots on goal is showing 6-7 on the board. I believe it's actually 8-7. 59 seconds left in first period. Still 1-1 game. Condi sends it up the boards to Carson Smith. He picks it up. He's fighting for it behind the net. Watterson sends it around. Oh. Sexton tried to chip it forward, just didn't have any oomph on it. He's trying it again. Watterson sends it around. Wow, that's a... There it is. Connie sends it around the boards to Beidel. Beidel sends it across. Oh, it's still open there. Bishop Watterson dumps it deep again. Sexton coming out to get it. Francis Knott gets it, picks it up. Oh, trying to get it away from the net. Seems Trojans are having trouble keeping it on their stick. As we finish up that first period, it was a bit rough there for the Trojans. They're having trouble keeping it on their stick, and currently a 1-1 game. And shots on goal showing 6 for the Trojans, 7 for Bishop Watterson. On my count, I've got 8-7. Might be vantage point of those down in the score box, but teams are going to take a short break here, talk with their coaches, and when we come back, hopefully Trojans are picking this up and hanging on to it a little better. The previous game a couple weeks back was a 7-4 win for the Trojans over at Taft Coliseum. I think as the team kind of regroups, so get a better handle on it. We want to thank our sponsors here tonight for all that they do for us. As I said before, hockey's not the most economical sport, but sponsorship makes it. They make it possible for us to maintain hockey here in Troy, and we're really appreciative of all that our sponsors do. So thank our announcers and welcome back Ethan Beidel, sorry. And we'd really appreciate him making it back and recovering from that hand injury from the beginning of the season. I'm glad to see him back on the ice. We hope soon to see Kyle McGurk back as well, and also Eli Winning. Lining up that face-off, Carson Smith. Connie dumps it deep in. Harris chasing it down behind the net. Sends a puck around the boards. Watterson pulls it behind their net. Sends it forward. Condi's chasing it down. Smith's going to get it. Smith brings it around behind the Trojans' goal. Harris chips it. Going to go deep. No ice. Smith sends it back to the blue line. Schweitzer dumps it in. Brady Smith picks it up, sends it across to Sexton. Sexton holds it, sends it back across the ice. Nobody was there. Schweitzer picks it up, tries to clear the zone. Watterson's got a shot. And Sexton got in the way, and there's another one chipped up by Miramontes. Condi picks it up at the board, sends it across, dumps it deep. Gloves down on it. I think number 47 on Watterson was ready to go get a piece of it, but got his head about him and didn't go after him. All right, lining up there is Ethan Francis Knott, Ethan Beidel, and I think that's Scalise. Then Spirito and Condi are out on defense. Condi grabs hold of it, sends it up to Beidel. Condi chips it forward, dumps it into the Watterson zone down deep. Condi held it at the blue line. He sends it in. Everybody tags up. Watterson gets a handle on it. Runs down the wall. Condi sends it across. It's chipped up, out of play. .12:37 in the second period. Both Smiths out on the front line, along with Luke Harris, Condi and Spirito on defense. Harris gets up in the corner to dig it out. Pulls it, trying to center it up. Still trying to fight to center it up. Oh, he came around, tried to send a backhander into the net. Condi and Spirito connect and get a puck sent back in deep. It's out to Harris. Oh, fanned on it. Condi takes a shot. And he does it again. It's disrupted in the traffic. Watterson pulls it, sends it back around behind their net. Harris picking it up in the corner, gets knocked down. Carson Smith takes a hit in the glass. The Eagles center it up, but Trojans are getting in there. Brady Smith comes out with it, sends it, and shot off of him, another one. Oh! Brady Smith coming around to line up another one. Gets tripped, no call. There's going to be a call now on Carson Smith. They didn't call the tripping on Brady Smith, but they called this one on Carson Smith. So this penalty's coming at 10:56 against Troy Trojans. All right, Trojans are now on the penalty kill. Out there on face-off is Francis Knott. You have Sexton, Beidle, and Condi. And Trojans clear the zone. Watterson pulls it back behind the net. Trojans hang back, kind of bide the time. Happy to let the clock run down if that's what they want to do. Francis Knott puts a challenge on in the neutral ice. Watterson gets around, launches it. Miramontes has a great stop. Another shot. Miramontes gloves down on it. So 1:25 left on the penalty kill. Brady Smith lining up for the face-off. Harris and Sexton and Condi out on wing. Now they're calling that good. Condi picks it up. Cross, Sexton pulls it behind the net. He's playing a game. The puck's still back behind the net. Sexton keeps playing a game there. And it's a way to kill some time, I suppose. Yep. Watterson driving it in, trying to find an opportunity to center it. Sends it back to the corner. It's picked up by Sexton. Sends it around the wall. Clears the zone again. All the way down to the other end, so 30 seconds on this penalty kill. Watterson on the drive, came in close and scored it. I got around. So that goal comes in at 9:13. And it's 71 from 28.
Goal for Bishop Watterson, number 71 from 28.
So currently shots on goal stands at 12-10 in favor of Watterson, and the score on scoreboard is 2-1 in favor of Watterson. Smith coming in with some fury off that face-off. Even as he was going down, he sent the puck out in the corner. Sexton gets it, sends it back to the corner again. Spirito drives in for it, holds it in. He kept it in the zone, but he's working to get back out there and disrupt it. Sexton came back way deep to make sure somebody is there. He's got it. Clears the zone again, sends it up to Smith. Watterson ends up picking it up. They send it back around behind the net. There's and there it is. Sexton with the tie-up goal. That comes at 8:28 in the period. So we're back to a tie game at 2-2.
Goal for the Troy Trojans, number 4, Captain Cooper Smith, unassisted. Cooper Sexton.
So that was Cooper Sexton unassisted. Or Cooper Smith if you mix up all the S names, as I've mentioned before. Lots of S names on this team. Condi grabs it, sends it out to the corner, keeps the pressure on, keeps him from centering it up. Francis Knott gets it, sends it out by Beidle. Condi trying to move it around the wall. Watterson comes out, tries to center up again, take a shot. Watterson scores again. All right, that's 7:53 in the period. I think the Trojans need to pick up a defensive game here. They're leaving too many opportunities open and definitely coming to bite them.
Goal for Bishop Watterson, number 71, unassisted.
So that is a hat trick for number 71 for Bishop Watterson. Watterson pulls it out in front of their net and sends it across. Harris up there fighting for it, pulls the stick up. Watterson's about ready to center it again. Sends it out to Scalise. Scalise trying to get a hold of it. Francis Knott ends up getting control, sends it forward to Ethan Beidel. They cleared the zone. Watterson has it in neutral ice, trying to drive it back in. Everybody's trying to put stick on it. There's another shot. Sexton lost his stick, just driving in there to play some soccer with it. Watterson comes away, sends it across center ice. Trojans having trouble keeping it on the stick. Big time. He sends it clear to Francis Knott in the neutral ice. He dumps it in, but doesn't go very far. Beidel picks it up, sends it in again. Harris has a handle on it. He's trying to, I lost control of it again. Condi picks it up neutral ice. Just takes a shot from afar, it's wide. Watterson drove in there deep. Chipped it off the side of the net. Back, Watterson trying to get another shot off. It's out. Condi picked it up. Sends it on out of the zone. Watterson picks it up. Draws it back in their zone. There's going to be a call right there. Going to be an offsides. All right, 5:35 left in the second period. Currently a 3-2 game, Bishop Watterson's favor. Shots on goal showing 15-12. I had 15-13. Spirito sends it forward to bounces off Harris, stayed in. There, Trojans clear the zone again. No ice. Watterson pulls it behind their net. It's across. There's a scoring opportunity here, guys. Oh, and he sends it. That shot by Andrew Condi. So several Trojans changing out. On the ice, we got Ian Francis Knott, Ethan Beidel, Perry Schweitzer on defense, Sexton and Spirito. Sexton trying to get the shot off, shoots. A little outside. Coming around again. Shot again. It's into the glove save by Bishop Watterson. Shots on goal almost even, 15-14 in favor of Watterson, and the score is still 3-2 in favor of Watterson, and 4:46 left in the second period. Francis not in there for the face-off. So Beidel and Schweitzer on wing, Spirito and Sexton on D. Beidel with a chance, trying to get a handle on it, trying to get turned. Sends it back to Sexton. Sexton tried to launch it, went off the skates of Watterson. He's got to catch him, he's got to catch him. And he scored it. All right, now a 4-2 game. That goal comes at 4:27 in the period. And with that, Cooper Sexton's going to be taking a penalty, it sounds like. But that penalty is cleared by the goal, so Cooper Sexton with a slashing penalty cleared by the goal. Spirito put pressure on, and Brady Smith comes away with it. Sexton sends it out to the boards and sends it up the boards. Smith picks it up. Opportunity here. Sends it across. Couldn't quite get spun around quick enough. Watterson comes away with it. Spirito back to put pressure on. He gets that puck away. Smith clears his zone, but Watterson comes across the neutral ice with it, dumps it back in. Sexton going out to backhand it out of the zone. And then Smith picks it up with an opportunity. Shoots. Wide. Spirito holds his own, takes a shot of his own. Carson Smith sends it on net. Harris took a big shove, ended up back on his back. Sexton laid a bit of a hit on that fella too. He reached out to get his stick, still hanging on. Francis not trying to pull it out of the corner, but Watterson comes away with it. It's left open. Spirito gets in there, takes a hit. Spirito did a great job disrupting that one, giving Miramontes a chance to glove that one. Right, 2:58 left in the second period. Still 4-2 game. Chips straight up. Spirito picks it up, drops it. Chips it high again. Beidel's working it off the boards. Francis Knott comes away with it, sends it across. Watterson chips it and dumps it deep. And Spirito holds it into the zone, bounces it off his leg. And Tidwell grabs hold of it, turns it, dumps it in deep. Watterson pulls it behind the goal, sends it out center. Oh, Francis Knott trying to put it in. Francis Knott tried to put it in, and Tidwell got a piece of it. Went right into the goalie's pads, though. Got shots on goal at 16-16. Still got 16-14 showing on the clock. No, now we got 16 showing. All right, we're evened up. All right, Smith trying to get it away from the wall, gets a stick hung up. Condi did a great job pulling that puck out, freeing it up. He's driving it. Oh, got an offside call. .205 left in this period. Watterson chips it away from that face-off deep. Spirito going in for it. He fanned on it and sends it up the wall instead. There's a shot wide. It's out in front. And Watterson loses it. Smith gets a breakaway. Shot. Oh, into the goalie. Oh, and he held on to it. Good save by the goalie. Good way to control it. Smith had that opportunity and ended up right to him. So line up here in the Watterson zone with 1:42 left in the second. Shots on goal, 17 Trojans, 16 for Watterson. Connie gets hold of it, sends it to the net. He's a little bit wide, but he glove saves it anyway. Stops the play and they'll line up again. Smith takes face off, drives forward, puck comes out. Connie holds it in the blue line. It's picked up by Luke Harris, who puts it around out to the wall. Harris centered it up, chipped up high and out to the far side. Connie gets it, clears the zone again, sends it back across neutral ice. Smith comes away with it, launches a shot. That one looked like it might have been on point. Connie holds it in. Sexton picking it up along the wall, trying to center it up. There's a whole big mess. They're going to stop the play there, check the net. There's actually 2 pucks on the ice at the moment. There's one, I think one of them must have been lost in the net. When they bumped the net, it cleared it. Brady Smith lining up for the faceoff. Got Francis Knott and Luke Harris out on wing. Condi and Sexton on defense. Watterson sends it up high and down the ice. And Condi bumps it away. Doesn't give him a chance to get a control on it. Connie grabs hold, sends it back across neutral ice. It's into the Watterson zone. Watterson says, oh, it's perfect. Oh. That was such a missed opportunity, but it was so tough. It happened so fast. It just rebounded right in front of the net. Sexton held the line, but lost control of it. Here's a breakaway. Oh, and they were able to successfully knock him off point. Connie working hard, keeping it disrupted. That's the end of the period. So we end this period at a 4-2 game in favor of Bishop Watterson. Shots on goal 19-16 showing on the board, and that's what I have on my sheet as well. So leaving the ice, the Trojans are down. And looking to get themselves reconnected back there in the locker room and come out in this third period. And they got to score a couple of them and make sure you pass Watterson. So last time they played, it's a fairly even match, but the Trojans did come out on the win 7-4. And they'll go back and get reconnected. So again, we want to thank all our sponsors who make Trojan hockey possible. We appreciate the financial and the moral support that everybody gives here in Troy. And we'd love to have you out sometime here to the beautiful Hobart Arena, and that we could have a great time here and you'd be able to see the Troy Trojans in person. And we'll be back in about 14 minutes.
3, 2, 1.
Pablo.
So was it Camel Studios?
Pablo Studio,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's not using Zoom and all that.
Yeah, it's got that sort of Zoom feature there. It's working okay, but it's actually for position Apple. For Apple.
So you have Wi-Fi on your iPad, or is it
It's Wi-Fi compatibility here.
it seems like 90% of the rooms we go to Wi-Fi is horrible.
Yeah.
I was thinking maybe get the booster so my team works.
He'll act like he doesn't know it.
Yeah, we want.
That was our first time using it.
Oh,
It was
yeah?
terrible.
Yeah. Right, yeah. Right. Yeah, that's the case when you go to because on camera it looks fine.
That's
But
right,
then
yeah.
when people are watching video, it's like not interesting. That was a dry run.
It's the practice. It's the first one. Yeah.
Yeah, he's Canadian, so he's really good. What's that? Oh, I don't even remember. We're just going through that. Asking about the game. What was going well, what wasn't going well.
It's your rank that was what's it called?
Ours is downtown.
This is like a baby one of yours.
Right. Yeah, that's where like I was talking to myself. I know I've been there. I can't remember the green that's but I don't know. Yeah, it's nowhere else. This is
Yeah, it's the first time.
It's nice ring.
It was hard to get into.
It is. Oh, you had to go around.
The maze, try to get in.
Yeah. We're cutting down on the gates.
It was the first time we've been there, so we didn't have any idea how to get in.
Yeah, they don't make it easy.
Safety net.
Yeah. Almost messed it all up.
Troy's had too much Christmas cheer.
Yeah, and we're back. And so players taking the ice again here. We've got a few minutes till we start this third period, and it seems like Troy Trojans are struggling a bit, especially on the defensive end, and hopefully going back, getting a short break, getting their heads together, meeting up with the coaches will help get the things righted on this ship. Looking back over the game leading up to now, there in the first period there were even shots on goal at 8-8. But Bishop Watterson scored the first goal at 6:17 in the period. Trojans scored the second goal of the period, so it was a 1-1 game. There had been one penalty against the Bishop Watterson. That was number 72 for a trip. In period 2, there was 11 shots on goal for the Trojans, 8 for Bishop Watterson. So shots on goal stands at 19-16. It's a 4-2 game. Bishop Watterson scored at 9:13 left in the period. Trojans scored at 8:28 left in the period, and then Bishop Watterson scored at 7:53 in the period. And again at 4:27 in the period. So Starting the third. Connie holds the blue line there. It comes across. Oh, Francis Knott had an excellent opportunity shot there, but it got caught up in the leg pads of the Watterson goalie. Looks like it was between his knee and his leg pads. Sorry?
Half of that fifth wasn't even on.
Yeah. Sexton centers it up. Francis Knott had a... Oh, and they're just overreaching. Oh, there's a shot there for Harris. Connie pulls it around behind the goal and out to the corner. Sends it across. Deep in the zone is going to be icing. Brady Smith lined up for that face-off. Watterson picks it up. Number 8 for Watterson is bringing it around by the goal. He's trying to center it up. Sexton came in, got hold of the puck. Clear the zone. And Harris gets it, runs it across neutral ice. Tried to bring it in. Going to be a slashing call coming against Cooper Sexton. 13:46 in the period. What did they call that for? I thought it was a slash, but okay. So Trojans on the penalty kill. Out there, Brady Smith's lined up for the face-off. Have Condi, Francis Knott, Luke Harris. Smith puts a hit there at the boards. Watterson drives through the neutral. That's free in front. Okay, Condi picks it up. Sends it up across the boards, but gets caught up in the skates of one of the Watterson guys. Puck's loose. There's a shot. Blocked by Miramontes. Watterson's keeping good control and sends it. That shot went wide. Watterson puts it back to their defense. Their defense is playing around trying to figure out where to go. He drives on in, takes a shot, blocked by Miramontes again. Still loose though. Watterson back to the point. He sends it back over to the... There, the Trojans clear it. Still 45 seconds on this penalty kill. Francis Knott goes in deep and kicks it off. Trying to bring it back to center. Back across, Watterson picks it up and drives in. Spirito trying to challenge. Spirito gets behind the net, sends it around the boards. Goes back to the point for number 4 of Watterson. He's trying to line up a shot. Sends it across the 28. He sends it across the 71. 71's had a big game all night. He's scored all 4 goals for Watterson. And then it comes loose of the zone. So Watterson pulls it back across neutral, and they're now back at even strength. Trojans successfully kill that penalty. Beidel picks it up, sends it up the boards. Nope, he didn't send it up the boards. It chipped out across to Harris. Going to be icing. That'll bring it back down in the Trojan end. So lining up for the face-off will be Carson Smith. Harris brings it around the boards. He's just going to drive it on through. Taking it coast to coast. Trying to center it up. Oh, he just couldn't quite hang on. Carson Smith puts pressure there at the boards, trying to get it out. Watterson sends it around again. Harris going after it. Spirito sends it forward. Watterson comes away with it though. Clears the zone. Spirito holds it in neutral ice. Disrupted that drive. Schweitzer picks it up, goes on around behind the Trojan net. Chips it back to Spirito. Spirito sends it back up. It's picked up off the boards by Watterson, but nobody's got control. It's out there. Now Beidel has it. He sends it across ice in the neutral zone. Watterson 47 drives it in deep again. Condi changed out and is in. He changed out to the line and he came in. There he clears the zone. Condi's just driving with it now. It's dumped deep. Trojans changing out. Spirito holds it at the blue line. Oh, chipped it across, but lost control. There he goes. They called the offsides. Didn't give him a chance to tag up. All right. So lining up this face-off at Watterson's blue line. Brady Smith will take the face-off. Francis Knott and Cooper Sexton up on wing. Spirito and Condi back on D. Spirito's going to run that one down. Picks it up. Oh, not across the front. Not across the front. Oh, there was a... All right. There's a lot of sloppy mess to try to follow right there at the end, but Miramontes made the save, and that's all that matters. It's still a 4-2 game here, 9:28 in the third period. Shots on goal on the board tied up at 21. All right, Sexton comes away with the puck. Goes on in. They keep it in the zone. Sexton across. Smith picks it up in the corner. Sends it across the center. Harris gets it neutral ice. Turns it around. Bounces it off the wall to Condi. Condi sends it up again to Sexton. Chipped up high. Condi grabs it. Sends it forward again. Clears the zone. Francis Knott comes away with it. Oh, loses control of the puck. Again, just keeping that puck on the stick has been a rough one for the Trojans tonight. Condi's taking it. Harris holds it in the corner, sends it across to Francis Knott. Francis Knott sends it down deep. And the icing. So they're going to line up here in the Trojan end to the goalie's right circle. 8:22 in the third period, tied up on shots on goal, 21-21. Bishop Watterson 4, Trojans 2. Smith with that face-off chips it out to the side. Up against the board, Sexton trying to free it up. One of the Watterson guys fell on it, and Sexton had to wait until he got up to be able to chip that out. Harris takes it, gets it in the zone, but Watterson sends it across, and Trojan's not able to keep up on it. Spirito stops it neutral ice, trying to bump it forward to Smith. Down deep, Spirito sends it around the boards. Watterson picked it up. Spirito sends it again, clears the zone. Watterson drives it in. Deflected away by Miramontes. Sexton trying to pick it up the boards. Francis Knott chips it forward. Was trying to get that breakaway. Another save, Miramontes. All right, 7:24 in the third period. This faceoff being taken by Carson Smith. Watterson dumps it down deep, back behind the goal. Spirito fighting for it. Vital now fighting at the boards along with Carson Smith. They come away with it, but chips out, ends up in Watterson's hands. They take a shot. They take another. Oh, golly. That goal comes at 7:01. It's now a 5-2 game, Bishop Watterson. Trojans in quite the hole right now. All right, Brady Smith with this face-off. Spirito trying to chase it down. Got to beat him down there. It's out loose. Condi giving 100%, that's for sure. He's got to tag up. He tags up. Come back in the corner. Spirito picks it up. Sends it forward to Carson Smith. Carson Smith clears the zone. Chips it out to center. Come on, guys. Get it. And Bishop Watterson dumps it back down the zone. Condi will pick it up behind the net. Carson Smith goes around the Trojan net, comes up the middle, sends it out to Smith. Spirito sent it back down in the zone, but Watterson got it. Now Watterson going for it, but Sexton laid a hit on 72. He lost his mouth guard in it. 47 launches it from a distance, stopped by Miramontes. Up the board to Harris. Harris coming away with it. Spirito clears the zone again. Harris sends it forward in the neutral zone. It's okay, and it's in there, but nobody's on it. Spirito giving a run. Getting behind the net. Charge him with it. Oh, he takes a brutal hit. Oh, Spirito took a brutal hit. He's sitting up, though. He's sitting up. All right, he's still sitting down. Take his time on getting up. All the Watterson parents think it was a good hit, of course. I'm not sure I agree, but I kind of caught it out of the corner of my eye. I think we'll figure that out as we go back and watch tape later, but good hit or bad hit, that was a brutal hit. And you just take his time getting up. He was really playing his heart out there and going after that puck with a lot of gusto. And he's heading off the ice. Looks like he's okay, and we'll see the chiropractor early next week. All right. No calls on it. There's 5:08 in the third period. All right, coming away with it. A shot by Bishop Watterson is high, though. Sexton gets hold of it, chips it back to Francis Knott. Francis gets past Watterson, sends it back up to the goal. That went right to the glove of Miramontes. Beidle sends it out to Francis Knott. Francis Knott got a little tied up. Watterson dumps it in deep. 4:30 left in the game. Tidwell trying to clear it off the boards, out of the corner. Sexton sends it across to Francis Knott, but it gets past him. Watterson pulls it back. They dump it deep. Back behind the goal, Tidwell picks it up, sends it up again. Trojans clear the zone. Beidle chips it out across. Francis Knott gets it loose. Heads up the boards trying to get a hold of it. Beidle out there trying to get it free. Francis Knott sends it across the crease, but not quite to the goal. Connie bounces it back up into the corner. Centers up again. Oh, it got past him. Tidwell with a shot. Number 28 got in between it. All right, Trojans are all clear. Beidle sent it up toward the net, a little wide. Tidwell picked it up in the corner. Watterson comes across with it, centers up, takes a shot. Miramontes stops it. Trojans out there. It looks like Brady. I think that's Brady Smith taking the face off. Oh, that was, yeah, it was Brady. Another shot by Watterson. Another stop by Miramontes. All right, Brady Smith with the face off again. It's back to Watterson's defense. The point. They send it up behind the net. Connie picks it up. Sends it out to Harris. Harris clears the zone, but Watterson grabs it. Harris takes it in. Down deep in the Trojan zone. Schweitzer gets it. Sends it up. Harris. Harris forward to Smith. It gets chipped back. Harris backhands it on in. Smith turning it, trying to drive in. They close up on him. Brings it around. Back to Condi. Condi launches it. Oh, and Carson Smith was trying to spin around and get it on there. But Schweitzer shoots, a little wide. Schweitzer again sends it forward. Brady Smith. Brady Smith sends it to the net, a little on wide side. Watterson comes across with it. Smith picks it up, drives back across neutral. Going in deep, backhands it, gets caught up with Watterson. Harris digs it out of the corner. There's a shot opportunity, couldn't quite get it off. Connie gets up there, gets in the way. Push them against the board. Watterson tried to wrap it around. Big collision. Harris picks it up. Driving in, trying to center it. It's loose still. There's a call here. Going to be a hooking call. I think this is going against Watterson. There's 1 minute left in the goal, or in the game. All right, Trojans on the power play. Here's a chance to get one back. 1 minute left in the third period. Shots on goal, 26-21. Trojans on power play the rest of the game. Watterson's pulling their extra guy off the ice. Francis Knott took that face off. Condi and Beidel out there along with Sexton and Smith. Sexton gets it, comes across, chips it up to Smith. Smith tries to take a shot, gets caught up in the skates. There's a shot, stopped by Bishop Watterson. Sexton brings it around the net. Driving in, getting disrupted, dumps it on in deep. Only 20 seconds left to get a shot off here. Here it comes. Smith shoots. Oh, it's widened against the board. Smith shoots again, off the goal. He's down on it. Smith's going to take a penalty here. Slashing. Didn't see that one. All right, only 10 seconds left in the game, and it's pulled back down to the Trojan end. Watch for the guys. Why are you? You're not even paying attention, guys. Oh, I'll stop. All right. Well, tonight's a 5-2 loss for the Trojans. Shots on goal, by my count, is 22. 19. See, I got 22-26. 11. Sorry, I got 22-27 on the scoreboard showing 26-21. Anyway, I think Trojans had kind of a rough night keeping control of the puck here. Let loose a number of times. And Bishop Watterson definitely brought a stronger defense than they had, I think, in the last game. And Trojans were just getting frustrated all around, trying to get stuff off. So this is their first league loss coming tonight here from Hobart. So anyway, we hope you join us for the next game, and take a quick look at the schedule. But we will live stream it. Let me see if I can find it. So next game will be January 4th, Saturday, January 4th, and that is here at Hobart Arena. It's Thomas Worthington at 5:30. And then on Sunday, January 5th, 5:45 against Mason here at Hobart Arena. That'll be a league game. So join us here at Hobart if you can, at the historic Hobart Arena, beautiful downtown Troy. Join us online if you're not able to. We'd love to have your support for Troy Trojan hockey. And that'll do it for tonight. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next weekend.